That's why my car has been shaking. So this wheel right here, that's why I got the vibration in the front end. Passenger side tire is doing the same thing. That is bad wear. I got some of these clips off. Now I'm glad I got in here and inspected this, because this could have been a tragedy going down the road a little bit later. I knew the last time I took it on a trip, I had some vibration in the front end and I thought it was strange. I wasn't expecting the tire to be like it was. That's why I was hesitant to take this stuff apart, because I wanted to do all this at once, but looks like I'm gonna have more to deal with than I expected. And look what I found. I did have it in there. But now this is where the real fun starts. Is we're gonna get that dent out. So we got all the debris out of the way. This is how we're taking the dent out. I smash this thing down, soccer ball. And the plan is to put it up in here, put it behind the dent, and as it expands, it pops the dent out. We might do a little self-PDO on it. What this turned into is something that I didn't plan on doing. You know, I had the desire to do it anyway, to take all this stuff off, to do the front end and the back end. But now that I know that I need 2 new tires and an alignment, there's also the fact of I have a bushing that needs to be replaced, that dent that needs to be removed, the front end work, and then doing some stuff to the front headlights. Like I wanted to put halos on there, but I also needed to basically sand them and clear coat them so they don't fog up again. So there's a lot of stuff that I had planned. And now that I jumped into this project, it seems like maybe I should just go ahead and do it all at once. You seen the last video where I was in the trunk doing the third brake light. You know, I wanted to do the rear end, which the rear spoiler needs to be done because it's got a hole in it. So maybe what I'm looking at it is a lot of work during the winter time and just having this car down for a while. But I know from experience from before, if I go ahead and break down the cars, that yeah, the work is a whole lot easier, as long as I can make a list and keep my workflow steady. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and take that stuff off. That needs to be polished. Maybe make a few mods on the way, button some things up, and get in here. Probably do some undercoating. New shocks. Shoot. I mean, this stuff it'll be fun, but it won't be fun not driving it. So after digging in deep, this is how deep we got. Remember that fender's going away. So we're taking that fender off and front end. Zoom around here. Just get that front end going too, just as well. So it makes some. Get to these headlights where we get everything off. So that's the story for now. Okay, so let's do like a little breakdown. When I was working on the car, first thing I noticed when I took the wheel off, that the wheel had really bad wear on the inside. And these are 22-inch wheels. And when I first got the car, I was under the impression that there was no rub, but evidently there was rub going on right here. That's my problem, where this bolt hangs down. It's cutting into the tire. There's no rub up in here or anywhere. It's just strictly on the inside of the tire. And when I took a look at that, I thought it was just, it would go up and down without touching the tire, but evidently not. And you see my other videos where I replaced the brakes and all that stuff. But that was the first thing that I noticed. There's a few other things that I mentioned going on with the car that I'm going to replace. Also have access to the drain tubes for the sunroofs, so I'll be able to clear those out a little bit more from down here. So those are the plans, but the priority here is to be able to put the 22-inch wheel back on and drive the car. Maybe later I'll look at going for some 20s or something like that, but for the meantime, my pockets aren't that deep to just go out and buy some 20-inch wheels and then work on selling these. And because it's going to take 4 wheels, it's going to take 4 tires, so that's a pretty penny. If I don't want to go through these problems again or somewhere down the line, 20s are a better fit, but I really love the way the 22s look. Let me know in the comments what you like. Do you like it with the 22s, or do you think it would sit well with the 20s? As far as speed goes, I don't think it's going to make that big difference over the speed. I've had some people in some forums talking about 0.3 seconds, but I mean, 0.3 seconds is not that big of an issue when it comes down to just me and the car. It's more about looks, a little bit of speed I like. If I'm trying to break records, maybe, but we'll see. I'm calling the end to this vlog right here. Got to go clean up. I forgot to use my gloves on half the project and wound up getting a lot more dirtier than what I wanted to, but nonetheless, had a lot of fun working on the car. The next thing that comes up, I just need money to start putting that sucker back together, but I'm going to do it carefully. I'm not going to do it quickly and overlook things while I'm digging into it. I'll get as much tidied up as I need to underneath there. But if you guys want to give to the cause, watch me when I go live, hit me up with the super chats and donate, and we'll get the SRT back on the road. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, share, like, all the good stuff. Ultimate Expression 2023.